Welcome, everyone. As people are coming in, I thought it would be appropriate to listen to our Cooper. How appropriate it's Georgia, and I'm a Georgia girl. Good evening, everyone. So glad to see so many of you here that love Cooper. I know there's quite a few other hangouts going on, and I know a lot of people just don't like to deal with death in general. But I don't know. I guess I've always been a bit different because my dad died when I was very, very young, and death is not something that was ever shielded from me. And, I just could not imagine just letting it go by and not saying anything. Hold on just one second. His cousin is messaging me. Anybody that would like to come up, you are more than welcome. As a matter of fact, let me get that link so that I can get it sent to some people. I use my iPad now because it's just so much easier, but it makes it a little bit harder to try to get the links out. So give me just 1 second. Now, I know, and the thing about it, I was really trying to go through some of his videos and everything today, and I told somebody else that I was sitting there, and as I was rewatching the things, I would think, "Oh, let me leave him a comment saying," and then realized, oh, I can't do that. Um, it's just very, very hard to understand, and I know that his family's going through a really hard time with it. They would have to be. It's something that it's kind of like that old adage of, um, oh, actually, I thought that I had because I thought I had it adult rated. I don't know if I can do that from here or not. I'm not sure that I can or not. At any rate, nobody please do any super chats because that's not what this is about. But thank you for saying that. Um, Oh, I know. He had that smile that all the women loved. I mean, just uh total knockout, smile. I was showing my husband a picture and I said, "What do you notice?" And he said, "He's got pretty teeth and a pretty smile." And I was like, "Yep, he sure does." Hold on a second. Let me get side chat pulled up on my phone because I can see it better. Um Yes, he did really love his family. As a matter of fact, while we're talking about them, I think his cousin may be joining us, Ian. But this is his grandmother that he loved so much. And of course, his cousin Ian, who was on a lot of videos with him. And then that is his parents. It's his mother, and his dad died, but he did call his stepdad dad because they had been together for so long. Hello, Ian. It's so good to see you. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can't get that link dropped into the side chat. I meant to go pull it back up over here. I really like StreamYards more than some of the other things, but oh, now it's wanting to be funny with me. It's not wanting to let it go. Let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all. See if I can do it this way. That should be the link right there if anybody would like to join. Thank you, Just Lurking. Oh, okay. I have not been able to go through and greet people like I normally do. I was supposed to have someone up here with me tonight, but that didn't work out. So we will just go with the flow of it just being me. Hey, Tribe. Tribe says, I want to share a fond memory I have of Cooper. Whilst on a chat one night at Rosie's, he was slightly turned up on Coke and drunk, and told me he would move into this condo he owned here in Vegas. No, Joe, he did not. He did not ever stop smiling. Not ever. Hi, welcome,
Hey, y'all.
Ian. So good to see you. Glad that
Hey,
you could join us.
let me
Let
try
me
to
get
fix my
this.
camera view.
Let me fix this layout here.
Can everybody hear me? I can't see the side chat.
I can hear you. Everybody, let me know if you can hear him okay, please. There we go. I know this has been very hard on you, but I'm so glad for you to take the time to be here with us. I know that you and Cooper were really close. And you know what's very odd is so many people had him on our minds over the last month or so. And about a month ago, he popped into G Mango's, another person here's hangout, and spoke to everybody. And everybody was just so thrilled to see him because, everybody always, loved his Saturday night hangouts that he had. And for me personally, we had a daughter that died in 2018, and then my mom died not long after that. And Cooper was just one of the ones that really reached out to me during that time. And that's when we really became so close. And I got to see, what a wonderful person he was, other than just as somebody, you know, on a panel with him from time to time. He was a really, really incredible person.
Yeah,
How
he
is your
was. We're gonna
grandmother
miss him.
doing, if you don't mind me asking?
I just got off the phone with her. She's doing all right. She's tired, but she's hanging in there.
Yeah, it's you have to do it whether you want to or not. But I'll tell you, for us, I know it's the memories and the good times that get us through. That's what we think of, and know that we will see them again one day. And Brad
Yeah,
says he was no fan of Elbow. No, I don't think many people were fans of Elbows for sure. Um, I really, we really didn't know a whole lot about what had gone on in Cooper's life, in the very recent times. I knew that he had been bothered by some things, but I didn't, pry or anything the last time that I spoke to him. Um, you just don't want to do things like that. But yeah, I was just shocked when I woke up Saturday morning and I had so many messages saying that there had been a video put out about him. And of course, went and listened to it and just couldn't believe it. I mean,
Whose
he was
video was that?
the Corey Sofuggett one,
Okay.
because she was the one that I guess, let everybody know. Um, Cooper loved big, and I know to us at least, he just seemed bigger than life. He really
Yeah.
did.
Well, he certainly acted that way. Um, Invincible was another word we used, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, he was not.
Well, I think, it's easy for us all to feel that way at times. And, it's just, I know my husband feels that way. One thing we keep telling him is he's not 18 anymore because he just doesn't
Oh
seem to
yeah.
accept it that he's not. But, Nicole says, he treated me like his little sister. I'll never forget how he treated me like I was family, even though we weren't, and I'll always hold him dear to my heart. And I feel very, very much the same, Nicole, for me too. Being raised in the South, he and I had a lot of things that we had in common. I was extremely close to my grandmother as well. We grew up with a lot of the same values and, everything. And it's just, I had a kinship with him. And I think that that's what Nicole and a lot of other people felt as well.
Oh yeah.
Um, Carl, I'm glad to see you. I was wondering how you were doing. Carl says, we definitely lost one of the good ones. Such a horrible loss. Absolutely. Yeah, Brad's right. He was always very respectful. Now, Cooper could tell people off. Oh, nobody could tell people off better than he could. I remember he was defending me one night. The video's still up, and it's called not a dollar, not a dime, or something like that. And I mean, nobody could tell people off like that. Let's see. Skiwi says my favorite member was when he would launch into his Southern Black Lady effect, the oh child that he would do. Let me go back and see
Oh God.
if Tribe had anything else to say that I missed.
I'm gonna try and see if I can't get logged onto a computer so that I can see, so I can be in the show, but also see the side chat because I'm on my phone at the moment, so I can't
Yeah.
see the YouTube side. I only see the StreamYard side. So let me see if I can't get this hooked
Yeah,
onto a
I have
computer.
to I've got like this pulled up on my iPad and then I use my phone to look at the comments with.
Okay.
Let's see. Holly says he told me to stop letting the community to pit Lindy and I against each other and get along because he didn't want to have to bitch slap either one of us. Yeah, that sounds like him. It does sound like him.
If y'all
Uh,
excuse me, I'm gonna get off and try to rejoin through that link.
okay, yeah.
Um, and but let me try and work that out, and I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you, Ian.
Okay. Thanks, Lindy.
Carl says, Hipster, remember the privates when Bergs first came to the Boyd and Cooper would trigger Bergs into beating himself in the face. Nicole says, Cooper could read a room and you could still look fantastic and could still look fantastic after kicking your ass across. Oh, definitely. Definitely. And remember all the videos that he did where he would be singing in the car and everything. I mean, those are things that I never, never forget. So good to see you, Aggie. He was pretty objective and fair about things. Yes, he was. He really was. Hey, Sids. Oh, definitely Trigger Bergs. I mean, very much so. But, Bergs thought that I'm sure Bergs thought that he needed to be in the seat that Cooper was in every Saturday night, because he thought he was the show and everything. Um, I remember Ian from Cooper's from So Fuggish Luncheon. We thought he was Cooper's lawyer. Um, there's one video up of Ian where he's dressed as Vestal Goodman. If you're from the South, you might know she was a gospel singer that both Cooper and I grew up with our parents, grandparents listening to. Um, that's just Cooper he never met a stranger, I don't think. And if he loved you, he let you know that he loved you. I mean, there was just no question about it at all. Joe King says he really triggered Bergs when Cooper created the Wingberg Mafia on the gay pride side. That's right. That's right. Um, yeah, he was Carl. I think he did a couple of tribute videos. And is that the real Carlos? I hope it is. Um, if you all, I think I've seen most of them, but if you all, after this is over, if you would leave me a message in the comments and just let me know if you did a tribute to him, because the family, Ian, would like to see, all of those, of course. Carlos says Coop was one of the original Martez family accounts. No matter what I did, in Coop's stream, he gave me a pass. Best stream is when, oh, that's right, saying he changed. I remember that. I remember that. And he always was so good to him as well. He was always good to Angel. Does anybody know what happened to him? I don't know. Welcome back. I don't know what happened to him. I hadn't seen him in a while, Carlos. That's right. Tammy says, I saw that video of the Goodmans and laughed till I cried. Yep. Hipster says, I loved it when he would say, good morning. Yes, yes, yes. He greeted me every time he called me in the morning like that. He sure did. Genevieve says, when I first came in the beginning of 2018, I came across Cooper on someone's chat. I immediately liked him and had to know who he was. Yeah, you just have to mute that other side. He was charming, handsome, and a real spark of life. Yes, yes, he was. He was. Hey, MB, good to see you. Glad to have you here. And he never aged either, He never aged. He always just looked.
Every Saturday night, he would start about, I don't know, 6 o'clock. And by the way, he was Jay to me, but he was Cooper to y'all. He was late to everything, and he'd start about 6 o'clock getting ready, and he wouldn't be done till about 10.
Yeah,
I got to do YouTube. I got to get on YouTube. I'm hosting a chat. Then he'd get drunk, and he'd make me come in there, and
And he had patience with people too, like people that would. I'm not going to name anybody because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but he'd have certain people that were just literally drunk beyond even really being able to talk in there, and he would have so much patience with them, so much. Yeah, I thought it did, Carlos. I just wanted to make sure. For some reason, I thought I'd already given you a link. Um, I don't know anybody, that none of us are perfect people. And my mom always said, well, once you're dead, everybody says good things. But I have to say this honestly. I don't know anybody other than some of just nasty trolls that ever said anything bad about Cooper. And they say bad things about everybody, so it's not like their opinion really counts. But he was just a great guy, and he took to those Saturday night hangouts just so quickly. Now I know at the end, see, I used to do the pre-show for Cooper, and it does get hard when you're counted on to be there at a certain time every weekend or whatever, and it can just get to be too much, and you can get burnt out. And I think at the time when he wanted to take a break, that he had gotten a little bit burned out. Well, I know he had, because that's what he said. He had gotten burned out, and he, just wanted a break. And then that's when next thing I knew that he was dating. I think Justin was his name, who he was dating.
yeah.
I wondered that too. for, but I can't imagine that she wouldn't know. Nicole, do you know? Okay, she's been in contact with Ellie. Good, good.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
I would like to know how to get in contact with Ellie if I could. I we haven't they haven't released Cooper's phone to us, so I'm unable to get into numbers and contact information for certain people. I knew I had a little list, Ellie and Greg, and I tried to reach out to Rosie. I guess that's how all this started.
it could be. Nicole, does she have an email that, I mean, I'm not asking you to post it here, but does she have an email or something that he could get in touch with her with? Ellie did not give many people her phone number, I don't think. So I don't know if
She
that,
gave. I knew
I
Cooper
think
had it.
Cooper had it though. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Because we would talk to her and and she would send us things and cookies and that kind of thing.
Yeah. I knew that, they were really close. And with Greg, okay, Nicole says that she can pass on a contact to her from Ian if he would like. Yeah.
Sure, that would be fine. That would be fine. Um, if Nicole wants to reach out to me somehow,
Yeah.
Wendy, you have
Yeah.
my info.
Yeah, I will get that to you, Nicole.
Okay.
Um, yes, she did. Ellie did adore him. And we would all, well, I say all, it was me and Cooper and Zam and Nicole and David Guns and Tucker, Awesome Hooker. I may be leaving somebody out. If I am, forgive me. But we had a private chat for a long time. And, with people being in different time zones and this, that, and the other, like, Nicole, she's in the UK. Uh, there was usually always somebody in that time, in that room where we were all talking. And, oh, Greg was in there too at that time. Like I said, if I forgot anybody that was in there, please forgive me. But yeah, I knew he was especially close to Ellie and Greg. I know they
Yeah,
were
I'm
really
not
close.
sure what happened with Greg. Greg moved down from wherever he was, and he came down, and I'm not sure what occurred, but he had stayed in a camper of ours, and I'm really not sure what happened, but it was
He had been
around.
in poor health for a while,
Yeah,
and I knew that he had done a couple of videos with Cooper, but then I don't know what happened after that either, because he was really bad diabetic and he'd had a lot of health problems, revolving around that. Yeah, VMAC, I haven't seen Greg in forever. Somebody said that he stopped drinking, and if he did, that's awesome, because he would drink a lot. I mean, he would drink a lot, and let's see. Nicole says Greg was unwell, and I think he just moved on to do his own thing. I just assumed that once he became sober, not that we're going to drive you to drink or anything around here, but I mean, this could have been one of his triggers because this was someplace he was every single night. I mean, every single night. So, yeah. Sid says Greg is doing great. Well, good. That's glad to know. Good to know
okay,
that.
good, good.
And Sid, does he know then about Cooper? Did you let him know? Wolf Dad's right. Cooper could rip a troll better than anyone. That's absolutely right. Yes. We're talking
Well,
about J. Greg tribe. Oh, well, that's
is
good, Sid.
anybody else joining this panel so they can talk with us, or are we just doing it to me and you? Or
Well, I did it as an open panel for anybody that wanted to join.
okay,
I know not everyone feels comfortable doing that, but any of you that want to come up and share some memories with Cooper, you are more than welcome to do so. Um, Just Lurking is being kind enough to drop my link to get into the panel if anyone would like to join us. Okay, Sid, she says he does know. Okay.
yeah. Carlos said, "Where's Rosie? Where is Rosie? Is she aware this is going on, or is she?"
She probably is. Rosie really, does her own thing these days. She's rarely ever at home very often. She's always, going off on trips and, this, that, and the other. So, I hate to say this and make it sound bad, but she's really changed a lot over the years. I mean, just, she no longer wanted to do the Saturday night thing. She no longer has panels at all. It's just, she does lives or whatever. Um, she, it's just her. Skiwi, I don't, Rosie
Now
Skiwi
that
says,
I spoke with someone about what Skiwi just mentioned. I guess that Justin, the boyfriend, had been reaching out to Rosie, but the problem with that was that the family had received some messages from a random person that said the new Jason, and they were text messages from Cooper's phone, pretending to be his mother and announcing that he had died. And somehow they got a hold of his mother. She was in ICU with her husband, and
oh no.
they called the hospital and left a message for the ICU nurse to get a hold of his mother. And we found out that this was fake, but this was only 7 days before he actually died. So it was very coincidental, very odd. And so that's probably what Rosie's talking about. And then I guess she had said something to Corey about that Justin had been reaching out to Rosie, and Rosie wasn't sure if it was true or not, and just never verified it. So I tried to reach out to Rosie. I left a comment on one of her live streams for her to reach out to me. She never did, and then I had a lot of others start reaching out to me, you included.
Well, they said that Tuna, it should be there now. Um, Somebody had said that somebody had been going around to various hangouts, and like, you see the comments flowing here that somebody was saying that Cooper had passed away. And unfortunately, trolls say stuff like that about, well, Tribe's not a troll, but he kills off a lot of people. He's he'll say so and so died, and the first time he did that about somebody, I believed it. But and I remember Hipster came to me one time and she said, Tribe said so and so died, and I'm like, he's just doing that to be funny. That person didn't really die. Hello, Gossip News Network. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Um, but yeah, I'm sure that they probably thought whoever it was just a troll, especially since, what, Hipster, would you say it's been about 4 weeks ago that Cooper was in G Mango's side chat? Probably about 4 weeks ago that happened. Wasn't very long ago at all. Hey, Kitten Cat. Um, Good to see you. So I mean, I don't want to pressure for anything, for any questions. Was he in the hospital leading up to this, since somebody had said that about him dying?
No, he was not in the hospital. He was struggling with a few things, but no, he was not in the hospital. He was out and about somewhere. Um, we weren't really entirely sure where. He kind of cut us all out. Um, it's been over a year now. It was a long, long process, journey. But no, he had not been in the hospital. He had been, as far as we knew. We checked on him after that prank, and
Hey,
he said he
Patsy.
was fine, and that he was doing fine. And then we got a call from the sheriff's office.
What a horrible prank. That's just terrible, and especially then to get a call a week later. That's horrible.
Yeah, it's been. I've got my cocktail here, so you'll forgive me. Um, but yeah, it was quite shocking actually when I got the call a week later. I thought my aunt was just kidding because we had been laughing about it. What jackass is going to come on and tell us he's dead and act like us when we just talked to him. Um, but she wasn't kidding, and it became very real very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, those calls are not easy to get at all. if they continue to take a while with his phone and it's something that you all want, you can ask them to clone his phone, because we had to do the same thing when my daughter passed away, and they can clone it quicker than anything else, and that way you can get the phone back quicker that way. Um, yeah, I mean, if you're seeing the messages, everybody, Cooper was good to me. Uh, Saturday nights were what we look forward to. Um, Carlos says, and Carlos should know, he's been around a very long time. I think Vinny, Rosie, Amanda Tucker, everyone will say their piece in their own way, even if they don't come up on panel. No matter how bad you guys all hated Elvis, Coop and Elvis were the original boy. Yeah. I mean, I don't think, like I said, I don't think that anybody, would have anything bad to say about Cooper. I mean, he was one of those people that was funny and welcoming, and I didn't really know, and I don't know that I still know. I've probably forgotten, but how he found Rosie initially, even because of course that's where most of us started seeing him at the time. Nicole says Cooper made a difference to all of us. There are very few people around here that have made the impact that he made, and he will always be loved. Exactly, exactly. Well, thank you
So,
so much, Gossip News Network. He was a treasure. He definitely was a treasure. Um, let's see. Holly says he this popped by mine the same night Amanda May did at the end of winter, and everyone was begging him to return. Can't remember. Yeah, yeah. Um, and it's hard too if you feel pressured to come back to doing something. Hey, Vinny, good to see you. Uh, if you feel pressure to do something and you're not ready to do that, because, like I said, it is hard, to be somewhere every single week at the same time. And I know sometimes he would feel guilty because he would like go out that night and then, have to come back and, um, get ready to do, the hangout. And we'd be like, don't come back if you're out having a good time. I mean, just don't worry about it.
oh yeah, when we were out of town, he would, we traveled with Grandma a lot, and he would, we would put Grandma in bed, and he'd say, "All right, we're going upstairs and hooking up the computer. It's Saturday. We got the chat, so I
Mm-hmm.
go down there and we'd get on and get in all the drama." Um,
MB says Cooper could insult someone without them even knowing it. That always cracked me up. Yes, he
he
could.
did
He
that. He
could.
did do that.
And I had said the other day that, a lot of people did not know all of the good things that, Cooper did. He helped out a lot of people behind the scenes. Back several years ago, I want to say, oh gosh, I can't remember the year, but at any rate, because of his business and everything that he had, he was offering low to no cost mammograms to women so that they could, have a mammogram, whereas they might not have been able to have one before. And quite a few women, were saved and spared because of that, because they then found out, hey, I've got something that needs to be looked at. And, because of what he did, they were able to save their lives, So he had a huge impact, not just on what we're talking about here, but a huge impact, period. He did.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Lee. We worked for the same company. I worked for that imaging center, and then um, I would like to give him the credit for that low cost mammogram, but that unfortunately is just not the case. They did do low cost mammograms, $100 mammograms, if you didn't have insurance, or if insurance wouldn't pay for it, or something along those lines. We would let you pay $100.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he was a part of that. But I would not go as far as saying, but he created. But that was his personality. He I, I don't want to say he would lead you in mistruth, but he could often do that, and um, and make you believe it, you know. So
Well, I believed it. I sure did. I believed it. For those of you that are just coming in, this is Cooper's cousin, Ian. Ian Cooper, as a matter of fact. Some of you may not have known, but Cooper was what he went by here. His name was actually Jason Cooper, was what his name was. And I think his
yeah,
family called him Jay, but he
right.
was Cooper to us here. So let's see. I think I missed something here.
I've got to jump out real quick and respond and check this text message, but I will be right back.
Okay. Um, Thank you, Love is Blind. Thank you very much. And anybody's comments that I have missed, please, let me know, because it's kind of hard to watch your side chat and, you know, talk as well. So, like I said, anybody that would like to come on up on panel, you're more than welcome to. Uh, Definitely welcome to. Hey, Whiskey, how are you doing? Nicole says he got mad at me for calling him Jason. He's like, "Oh hell no, you call me Jason, and I won't know who you're talking to." Hey, Punk, good to see you. Oh, you're welcome, Lenny. Nobody has to thank me, for doing this. I just, um, I felt like that it was the right thing to do. I didn't want to step on anybody's toes if somebody else was going to, do something. Hey, Coachisms. I see that Smurf said, and she told me this the other day, and I had to laugh. She first saw me um, up on Cooper's one night, and people warned her against me. And the funny part to that is Smurf and some other people and I have been in a group text for, gosh, I looked the other day. It's been well over a year. We've not even had a crossword with each other or anything. And it's just funny that people warned her against me.
So what is up with? I've heard some rumors. Is there something going on with you and Corey? Because I met Corey when Rosie came to town here to Jacksonville. We all met up together. Corey and some other skinny. It started with a D. I can't think of her name. And Rosie, me and
Oh,
Cooper, we all piled up.
what was her name? I remember her. She used to be on Rosie's a
Debbie
lot.
something or um,
Man, I'm
I
drawing a
want
blank on
to say
that.
it was Debbie something, but Dory
We have a
Lynn.
lot of
Thank you,
Debbies
Rosie.
in this. Yeah, Dory Lynn. That's it.
Dory Lynn. Um,
Are you, well, Corey and I really just kind of ignore each other for the most part. Um, During the time that our daughter died, she didn't like me. As a matter of fact, she hated me. And she brought extended members of my husband's family up to trash us within a month of us burying our daughter. She ran a scam GoFundMe in our grandchildren's name. And things like that are the reason that we don't have the warm and fuzzies for each other.
okay. Okay.
So that's why we don't.
Oh Lord, I'm reading these comments here. Oh goodness.
Skiwi, they have a truce during this period of mourning. I just don't have anything to say
Hipster
to her
says
about her. This,
that's a loaded question. That's not true. It's just a Cooper curiosity, if you will.
yeah, because Cooper would have just flat out asked, wouldn't he? Come on, baby. Y'all gonna hear my cat. He can't stand to be locked out.
For those asking, I got my shirt on Amazon. I have many, many more like it, and if you're lucky, you get to see me in those in the future. So
Well, you do look very nice. That's a cool shirt for sure.
yeah, I
Um,
had to get camera ready. I wasn't sure if everybody was going to be on talking or if it was going to be this kind of setting, where it's you and I, or I wasn't sure, so I just load it up. And
Well, you know, by and large, we have people that, well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, like Hipster, I'm going to use you an example, Hipster. She's not one to come on panel or anything like that, but she's a diehard supporter of our side chats, and you know, she's one of us here as a way of saying it. She just, she's one that chooses not to come on panels, and quite a few people do that. I mean, like right now, there's 126 people in here, and what we might have 60 commenting in the side chat. A lot of people don't even comment, they're just there, uh in the side chat or whatever. But sometimes people are just a little bit timid. Other times, they prefer just to listen. So
yeah.
Colleen Aloha, she does live in Hawaii. She says, I went to the beach today and said a prayer for Coop and for all the ones that had gone too soon. Yes, yes, indeed. MB Reyes says, it's uncanny how much you remind me of Cooper. Thank you for being with us.
Oh God,
Well,
I
thank
get
you,
that a
Renee.
lot, and the more I drink, the more you'll hear that. Um,
Let me check my messages real quick and make sure nobody's trying to tell me something I've missed. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm back. Yeah, Hipster's right. We have a lot of lurkers that just, they never even type in side chats. And it's funny because sometimes I'll get a comment from somebody that they make it sound like they really know me. And it kind of freaked me out at first. But then I realized, well, it's because they watch me, and I try to be welcoming to everyone. So, of course, they feel like they know me. Gossip News Network says I actually wrote a poem for Cooper. Would you like to come up and share it with us, Gossip News Network? Sissy is correct. There is no smile like Cooper's. I mean, there's just not. I had, uh, now you want back out again? We're not going to play the in
so
out
there's some
game.
people asking me some questions, so I'm gonna go ahead
Yeah,
and
go right ahead.
address these really quick. Skiwi, do I need to become the new host of Saturday Night Hangouts? Because if so, I will. Um,
Now, let me
now,
just tell you, Skiwi, we love him, but he might insult you in the next breath. You just have to not, you know, don't put a whole lot of stock in what Skiwi says.
oh, I'm not that worried about it, girl. Um, and then Tribe asked, "What's my YouTube channel?" I don't have a YouTube channel. I've never. You also asked if I could go live. I've never gone live. I've never posted any videos. My YouTube is strictly so I can gym out. It was mainly used for if Jason or Cooper was on his devices, I could be on my device watching. If I couldn't be with him, but I could just watch and see what he was up to.
I'm
Just some wonderful.
surprised that he has not, or that he did not. See, it's even hard for me to think past tense that he didn't have you on panel with him at times.
He did. He did. He had me on
Oh,
some.
while you were with him, though.
Yeah, well back in the day, back in 2017, I lived with him, so we would get together and I'd find him, drunk in one of the rooms. We had a ridiculously laid out, spread out home. And so I'd find him in one of the guest rooms, with his drinking table and his setup in a suit jacket. I'm like, what are you doing? He says, I'm on YouTube with my friends. I said, what are you talking about? So he got me on there and so I would come on and make as what he called guest appearances. And or I would just get on little mini chats with him and Greg and Ellie, or that's all who would be left in the hangout by 4 a.m, and we would just talk
Yes.
till the sun came up. So, but I did go on a couple of times in Charleston. He and I hosted a chat from the hotel lobby. I can't remember what hotel we were in, but in Charleston, South Carolina. We in the lobby. That old employee kept looking at us like we were crazy. We were all dressed up, sitting there on the laptop that he had.
Vlogger Pepe says his cousin could be a Mini Cooper. The pun there intended, but yes, he could.
Skiwi, his favorite drink. Well, he went through phases, but I would tell you probably vodka cranberry or a Long Island. He loved a Long Island, but he would drink anything that you put in front of him, just about.
I have to say this is true about Carlos. Carlos says, and Cooper really liked Carlos. I'm not so hateful as to wish harm on anyone or any of you. I troll because I just do. I might hurt people, but I'd never want anything bad to happen. Maybe just a severed finger, but that's my limit. Well, don't wish that severed finger on me. I'm a klutz.
I'm going to grab a phone charger, y'all. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's see. Nicole, I'll make sure he has that too. And Gossip News Network, I'm not trying to put pressure on you. If it's not something that you feel comfortable doing, I completely understand. If, you want to send the poem to me, I would be glad to, share it for you. Irene knows about it. Hipster, I've spoken to Irene, and she was very upset over it. She did not know if she would be here or if she would just be, listening tonight, and that's fine. I know a lot of people had said, I don't know if, I can or feel up to coming on panel or whatever. Hey, Goldie, good to see you. Yeah, Carlos is a troll with a heart of gold. Oh, okay. Well, Just Lurking put the link there. Yeah, I had wondered if he knew that Nicole may have told him that Phil off his tree, that was always on Cooper's panel. He was the guy that always, a lot of times was shirtless. So I think Nicole met him one time too. Hey, Donna, good to see you. A lot of people wishing good wishes to you. Someone had asked what your favorite memory was. Let me see who asked that.
Whose favorite memory?
Yours was with Cooper. Let's see. Okay, Savannah says, what was your favorite Cooper party memory? And yes, Skiwi, Irene does know.
My favorite Cooper party memory, well, good Lord, that we partied a lot. Jason partied a lot. I'm trying to get this phone plugged in here. I don't know how I would answer that because we had so many. I guess my favorite would be his wine drinking days. Our imaging center would send doctors' offices bottles of wine for Christmas in a Christmas basket.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason got all the extras, and by extras I mean about 20 bottles of wine. So Jason decided he was going to get drunk on YouTube one night, and he drank 5 or 6 bottles of this white wine, this cheap white wine that we bought at the imaging center. And
gosh, did he not just about pass out?
He just about passed out, but he came in. He would yell for me to come make him another drink. I'd come help him, make him another drink. So we would, I would go in there and help him. We would sit, and he did that for a couple of weeks until he ran out of wine, and then that was it. I think we're adding some people in here, are we?
Hey guys.
Okay, now y'all better not pour me. Tribe, is that really you?
Yeah, what's up, Lindy? How you doing?
Good to have you here. 4, is that really you?
Hey, Ian, listen. I just got to make this short, man. But listen.
Yes.
Okay. Your new channel name is Mini Cooper. You got to go live this weekend. Can you go live this weekend? Can you get your channel up?
What am I going live about?
Get like StreamYards or Streamlabs and set it up. It'll sync with YouTube, and then you can just go live. But the easiest would probably just be Streamlabs for you, and then you can go live, or StreamYards if you want to like have people on your panel. You're gonna have to take over where your cousin, where your family left off here.
Now he's not under any pressure or anything.
No, but the Vlogger
I'll
came
have
up
to
with the
get
perfect
with that,
name.
you know.
His new this is Mini Cooper right here. This is Mini Cooper. This is the new star. You're the new star.
Try.
And your shirts are fabulous. Let me just tell you that.
I mean,
Well,
hey,
I'll
look,
have
his
to
shirt is on
consult
point.
some of my veteran YouTubers and see what they think about that.
All right.
Well, if it is something you want to do, many of us would be willing to walk you through and help you do it. I mean, I certainly don't want you to feel pressured to do anything like that. But if you
No
did,
pressure, but you got to be on by this weekend.
yeah, as long as you're on by Saturday night. I mean,
Long,
no
As long
pressure.
as you're on by Saturday night, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11. If you want to do the midnight shift, that's fine with us as well.
We can agree with that. Hello, Lindy. Hello,
Hey,
Ian.
Floor, good to see you.
Quinn.
Hello.
Quinn.
Tribe.
Hey,
My-
Floor.
Hello.
My favorite cookie.
Hello.
You know, I didn't realize that was you, Quinn. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was you.
What did I tell you, Lindy, first of all, about the full screening when you bring people up
Is
here?
that Quinn with one N or two N's?
I know.
It's me with one
I was
N.
trying
Oh,
to, but I was
Quinn with
doing
one
too
N,
many
okay.
things at once. But you are correct.
Just trying to protect you.
Thank you. I
Tribe, you
appreciate
forgot
that.
about me. We had a whole moment.
A whole moment. Did we?
Oh no.
We were friends.
Well, I brought a
don't
few
care
I
about
know.
this
We're
moment.
still friends, of course.
We're
I
gonna
didn't
talk
know
about
that
Cooper.
you had your camera off. But listen, Mini Cooper, you got to get your stuff together. Go live by Saturday. We'll all show up. It'll be a blast. We'll get everybody. I'll bring everybody from the troll chat.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Well, I'll have to think about that. Let me think about that. There are some things going on around here that
You can cancel all
take
of
my
that.
time.
And if you're working
Well,
now
I
full
don't know
time,
about that.
consider going to part time because you're gonna have to start streaming and picking up the pace here.
I agree.
This is your new. You're made for this. Like Vlogger said, you're the new star at the bottom of. You're ready. This is your moment. This is
Now,
your
what
time.
what should he do? I mean, he could. I mean,
Well, no, I don't want to surpass Rosie now. I can't do all that.
well, I mean,
No. You're not even trying. This is a completely different arena, man.
Trust me.
whiskey's going to town out there.
Trust me.
And like I
any...
said, you know, Rosie really doesn't do the panel chats or anything anymore. She does a lot of chooching. She goes to Vegas a lot, things like
Vlogger
that.
said that he could get fashion tips. He could give fashion tips. Ian could give fashion. Look at that. That's a nice fucking shirt, bro. I'm not joking. I mean, that's a nice shirt, dude.
It looks very soft, especially on like the
It
nipples.
does look very soft. I was thinking
yeah.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's quite stiff. It's not soft whatsoever. It's
Really?
quite stiff.
Really?
Oh.
But it goes with my personality. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. That works then. Well, wait a minute. Then that means we need to get you a soft shirt. You need to have balance, my friend.
So when everybody came on, they came on at once. So I didn't quite get everybody's name. So this.
Ian, I'm cookies. Listen, what was up with that free
Red
mammogram?
Horse here.
Did he really not give out free mammograms? Was that like just a clinic that gave out the free mammograms? But he said it was him and
Yes, and they weren't free. He never said they were free, but they were local. And it was the clinic that
dirty
bastard,
dog.
No,
Ian was cool, man. Ian was a good dude. It's gonna be he left a gaping hole down here, so that's he was a good dude.
I don't know. That's a good question, Carlos.
I hope not Carlos, because I don't want to talk about negative stuff here, but to answer that, he was one of the people that really
I don't care if people hear me.
harassed Cooper in a great deal. I mean, I'm talking about in serious. Doxed his address, said that he was coming there, and I mean, this was like before we knew that Dave was really just full of shit. You know, it wasn't a good thing. So it will not be a good thing if he wants to.
I don't think he's going to go that route. I think he's kind of winding down a little bit. I don't think he'd do that. He may address it and say, yeah, you know, it's a shame, whatever. I think that.
Rio, I will do that.
Ian, I want you to know that the troll chat had a 72-hour constant stream live hangout chat in honor of Cooper.
Oh.
Tuna had one that lasted 12 hours. Our Canadian brother up north.
Okay.
we had a nice like kind of an online wake kind of thing. It was cool.
Tanya Z had like a
Cooper would've
28-hour one, but she
Yeah.
didn't know it was for Cooper.
Well,
I told her it was for
I
her.
can tell you. I can tell you that we did have an in-person service down here. The family came down from the mountains, and we had a service. I had to put it together. I can send you guys or figure out somehow how to release the program from the service. We made that and designed it how we would like it. So I
Yeah.
can get that to you.
I'd like
At
to
least.
ask you. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't know you were intending.
Go ahead.
No,
go
I
ahead.
was going to say I was pretty close with Cooper, and him and I had plenty of chances. Well, we were going to plan on meeting when I came down here to I'm in St. Augustine, so we were supposed to hang out and everything else, and I was looking forward to him coming back and everything, but I didn't even know about the service. I don't know where the service was, but like me being in St. Augustine, I think that's pretty close.
It was in Green Cove. It was in Green Cove.
How far is it? I don't even know where that is.
Well, if you're in St. Augustine, Green Cove, probably it's about 20 minutes.
Oh, that's not far. Yeah, I knew it was pretty close, but
no, but he hadn't gone anywhere for a while. I mean, he'd been around. We didn't quite have a location, but he had been around.
Yeah,
I'm back.
welcome.
Had you spoken to him recently?
He was.
No, I haven't. The last time I spoke to him, he's like, all right, when you come to St. Augustine, we're going out. I'm getting you drunk and married, and we're giving you a makeover with that hair. That's the last thing. And that was a few months ago.
All that was.
And he's like, you have gorgeous hair. And he would always fawn over my hair. So that was it. But
Now, can somebody tell me who is the one that took the camper over to Park Place and ripped the awning off?
Say that one more time.
yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. It's crackling a little bit on your end.
Sorry, yeah, it is. It's crackling on you guys too. But who is the person that took their camper over to Park Place and ripped the awning off?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you guys know about that? I know when Rosie came to town, her and Corey and Dory, they were all laughing about it.
Was that Amanda?
YouTubers here. I'm not sure who it was. I don't remember the name.
She would.
That's why I was asking you guys to see if you knew. If you don't, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I think when Rosie made that trip, no, that was a different time. Amanda wasn't living there then. That was in 2015 that Amanda was living in Florida.
Well, they
But
were talking about
I think
when
they had
Rosie
made a
came,
trip
they were
then
talking
too.
about it as it had already happened. They were saying that it had already happened. It had happened years before, and they were laughing about it. It didn't happen while Rosie was in town. We just
Thank you, Vlogger, for keeping me in check. He says Lindy doesn't know anything.
Yeah,
It
I give her
was-
that all the time, Tim.
It was
I give her that all the
Francis.
time.
It was Francis that did that.
She got a message, right? She hadn't been around, right, folks? Right. Lindsay? Sorry.
I finally did today put Hangouts back on. I thought when Hangouts left that we weren't going to be able to message
No.
each other
There's a
anymore.
lot going on there. Did you get my couple messages? I've been sending. you a
Yeah,
couple
and some
messages.
other people had messaged me, and I feel horrible now.
Oh, now you see the message I sent you about paneling, and then you're on panel with Mr. T first. Ah, I remember that. I gave Linda the
Mr.
business.
T.
Oh, I remember. Boris knows. Don't make me get Boris. Are you and Boris fighting? You better not be fighting again.
We're not fighting. We're just not
Good.
speaking right now.
Good answer.
He has
Anyway,
Do you fight with a lot of people?
No, Boris has this attitude that everybody in here would agree to, and I just don't, I don't go there anymore
Who
to
is
tolerate the
Boris? I'm sorry.
attitude. Okay, Smurf, I will. I wanted to answer a question here that I just saw. He'll get over it in a week or so, like he always does. Francis
Is Boris
is
your
the
husband?
one. No. No, we don't want to go down that whole road, but he is.
Okay.
He's one of my best friends. He's an ass sometimes. So.
Oh, okay.
Let me check my messages.
Oh, and I want to share something, Lindy. If you could share my screen
Who
when
is
you're done
Bergs?
there.
Is Bergs the one that that Cooper always made fun of?
Probably. Yeah, that was one of them.
Okay. Well, I mean, I recognize the name Bergs.
Well,
There you go.
Well, no, you got to share my.
It's
Hold on,
been
let me share my.
years since I was last on them.
Hi, everyone. Hold on.
Oh, not just see
Share
you.
screen. Tab. There we go. Oh no, that's
What
not
is
what I want. I
Carlos
want this.
doing?
All right, I'm going to share this clip with you, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite clips of Cooper. Can you see that, everybody?
Hipster says we all make
Oh,
fun
yeah.
of Bergs. Oh Lord.
All right, can you, Lindy? Can you bring my thingamabobber up there, my screen?
You're on full screen right now. Everybody getting you on full screen?
No, I just you have to go backstage.
he's full
You have
screen.
to
You want
bring
me-
up my backstage. See Cooper in backstage. See him?
No.
Go look at your backstage. Yeah. You don't have to full screen me. You just have to share my backstage. But that's fine too.
It looks like the consensus on this Mark person. I'm gonna say no.
Voted
don't let him in.
myself. I voted myself. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Now see the backstage.
I see it
Go to
now.
backstage.
Oh no! Don't, let's hold up on that for a minute, can we?
Yeah, but just let me go and give you the name of it for in a little bit. It's the one called "Not a Dime, Not a Dollar."
I know the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh jeez.
But I had to play. That was one of my favorite Cooper. That was kind of like around a few months after I met him, and we had an interview. You guys probably remember we had a big interview lined up and everything. And you know why he couldn't make it? Because he wanted to make it so bad, but he volunteered to stay at his work and help his cancer patients. All right, so that's Cooper for you. That was who he was.
Who was that?
Cooper, we had an interview and he had work and he couldn't. Uh-oh. He's got music in
Oh, that bitch was lying.
Quinn, if you want to go
It was an
ahead
iconic video.
and talk about your poem, we would love to hear it.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are wondering why I'm up here. I didn't really know Cooper, but regardless, I thought I'd write a poem honoring him because I would have loved to meet him. And it starts like this. For those who pass away, the sun is still there, glowing, smiling, the memories fond like a winter breeze, but sweet like honey. We will remember you always. And that's the end of it.
Well, that's beautiful.
What?
That's beautiful. If you don't mind me asking, Quinn, when did you first come to the communities around here?
I was here last year. You may have known me at G's.
Yeah, I just was it 2019? It was 2019, later part of 2019, wasn't it, that he stopped doing the hangout? So you kind of probably bypassed each other when he stopped doing his hangouts.
Yeah, weirdo. What's up?
Wait, can you say that again?
No.
I think that
All right. Well,
she's gone.
There she will. Yeah, she goes.
Is she back?
She'll be back in 1 second.
I'm sorry. So
I can't walk and chew bubble gum. I keep booting myself. I think it was the latter part of 2019 when he stopped doing the hangouts. So I'm thinking y'all probably just bypassed each other when, you started coming around a good bit and he was gone during that time.
I didn't get on until December of 2020.
Yeah, okay. Well, then, yeah, you did then. Hey, Rachella. Hey, Stewie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm reading these comments.
No, we're just hanging out, man. We're just chilling, everyone together.
Trying to wait.
You know.
Well, so all right, I'll jump in for a minute. So Stewie, no, he was not a doctor by any means. He was a marketing rep, we only have one marketing person, so I guess you could say he was marketing director, but he directed himself.
He's very good at it.
Well, right, and but no, he was not a doctor, and no, he did not help cancer patients. That was not. He had no patient involvement unless it was a friend or something. He would come in and insist we scan that person for free.
Oh no, he was he was doing work with one of the cancer places down here for artwork for their lobbies and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was why he didn't make the interview. He was like, all right, I got to drive a couple people around. He's like, and it was a freak. It's YouTube, but I'm saying he was dedicated to his work. He was just great like that.
Yeah.
Did something happen with Holly that she's leaving? Are you upset, Holly?
I don't know.
I think
there's nobody. Nobody should be
just saying good night. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, if you are, I'm sorry. I haven't been able to catch quite everything that's been going on.
Who is Vlogger Puppets? I'm sorry, Lindy. Vlogger Puppets?
Vlogger Puppets is that's the name of his channel, and he does different puppets of people in the community. I don't know. I don't think that Cooper had a puppet unless I can't remember. I really can't remember.
He was very interested in the puppet. But he asked, are you saying Cooper made up stories about his life to make him sound more interesting? If that's, yeah, he did that a lot.
Now, see, Ian is a straight shooter. See, this is what, and that's great. Because everybody has a little bit of.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, he
was
my best friend, but
yeah,
right, exactly. So he was not a liar. He just embellishing. That's a good one. Thank you, Hipster.
Thank you, Hipster. Yeah,
dynamic help there.
That's great.
Yeah, he embellished a lot. But he did have style, and he did have a certain class about him. Which was my favorite part. Jason could play any part he wanted to, and I really did love that about him. So, it's just funny coming on here. That's part of why I wanted to do it so bad, because I wanted to hear all the bullshit he came up with. Because he was good at that. So,
I kind of hesitate to say this, but I know that one of the trolls will run with it if I don't. But did he not own the business y'all worked at?
Okay, well, he was supposed to be a partner, but they fucked him out of his portion, and they sold. It was 2 imaging centers, and one parented the other, and they sold the parent company with the other imaging center with it, and he was only supposed to be a partner of the daughter company. And when they sold it, they sold the daughter company for a value of $0, and the parent imaging center for $600,000. So. It was worth nothing, so they gave him nothing.
Wow, are you kidding? What a
so technically he wasn't an owner on paper, but technically, I mean, he was given that status. So yes, he was my boss when I worked there, and then he went to one company and I went to another with and I ended up leading a center and he led a center. And then we were in competition with each other. We tried to work together, but it just didn't work very well. So we both got. Well, I got out of the game first, and then he got out. But he struggled with a lot of other things, and we'll get to that a little later. Once I've had another cocktail or two, I'm sure my mouth will run. But he struggled with a lot of things, and that ended up demising his workplace and his career. So, but I hated to see it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Two things before I forget.
Mhm.
I have someone that has requested they want to have a mass said for Cooper, and they're asking if there is a special day that you would want them to have that requested on. I don't know much about Catholicism, so I'm just reading it exactly how it was written.
Now, what? I didn't quite hear you, Lindy. They want to hold a mass?
They want to have a mass said for Cooper, and they just wanted to know if there was a
Okay.
special day that you would like it to be done on. A birthday or something.
Goodness. Well, his birthday is not until November. Yeah, let me get back to you on that, Lindy, and if you could let them know that.
Yeah.
Certainly. So,
And
who is Gossip? I'm sorry, is that Holly?
no, Holly Undead is
Gossip is Quinn.
Oh.
Gossip is Quinn.
yeah.
Quinn.
Okay.
Another person, NNC, says 4. Is it possible to request one of Cooper's favorite songs? Someday We'll Be Together, Diana Ross, I believe. If not, I understand. He did a couple of songs as Bubbles.
Oh Lord. Oh, Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Let me tell you a story about the night he did Bubbles for the first time for me. Girl, I had just
There's
gotten
Bubbles for y'all that don't
cleaning.
know him.
There's Bubbles. I had just finished cleaning that entire house. That's about a 4,000 square foot house. And I cleaned that bathroom and cleaned his YouTube room, the bedrooms, everything. And I went away. I went out to dinner or something. And this fool had decided to do full drag makeup and hair in my bathroom. And he destroyed that bathroom. Now, I got back about, I don't know, probably midnight. And I heard him singing in there and playing the piano. And I thought, oh, I am not dealing with this. So I went to bed and I got up the next day. And I said, why did you destroy my bathroom? And he said, look, it costs a lot to look this cheap. And I said, don't use Dolly Parton on me. That's not going to work. And he said, well, did you see the pictures? So he showed me the pictures, and I said, well, I heard you in there singing Diana Ross. What were you in there doing? So he pulled up all the YouTube videos. Anyway, that was the good thing, I guess, of my perspective. I got to see the other side. You guys got to see whatever he wanted you guys to see, but I got to see all the back end of it. So. Oh, here we go.
Well, he certainly knew how to beat a face, as they say, and we know how much he loves Cher. He really,
yeah. He had a tattoo of Cher.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did he? I think he must have taken some of his songs or some of his videos down because I could not find. But I believe two of the Bubbles videos that were up. That was all I could find.
Okay, Nicole, I'm
I know
going to get down here in a minute
channels,
anyway.
so I'd have to.
Well, before you do get down, let me step away a minute. I got to grab my charger. If you would stay for that long,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure. Yeah, and as she gets her charger, Ian and myself will envelop
I'm
you.
not trusted enough to
Captivated you. Well, you're here. Hey, Buff Carrot. Cajun Kev in the house. And yes, Blue, hello. Galestorm. Thanks for everybody for
a
coming
lot of
in.
people are asking what happened to him. Cheryl asked. There's been quite many questions about what happened to him.
Right. I mean,
so I'm guessing none of you know.
That's up to you to disclose that. You know, I mean, all I care about, he's not with us. That's what I care about. You know.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, he left a long time ago. He met this boyfriend who got him hooked on drugs that he could not handle, and so he ended up taking his life.
So, was this the same person, the same partner he's been with? Like, was that the last partner?
For a year.
For a year. Okay, for the last year. Yeah. Because I had heard he was living like he was happy, and you know what I mean? That's just the last thing that Nicole and I, because I used to ask Nicole all the time.
Yeah, he OD'd on, well, there was a litany of substances that they've got for us, and we haven't gotten all of the reports yet, but that's how, you know, that's all we've got at the moment. It was a litany of things, starting with, you know, meth and all kinds of things. But yeah, it was we kind of take it to the boyfriend's responsibility. You know, I don't want to say blame him, but we blame him. You know, he really.
You know, Ian, I know exactly how you feel. I have the same, you know, in situation in my in my family. It's the same exact thing. I mean, just not 3 months ago, we had one of my sister's friends came and they were buying drugs online, and they got bad drugs. It was like a fake heroin. Wow. And he OD'd at our back shed, and I had to go, and we found him in the morning. I had to go out. I was doing CPR on him, but he was already a dead body. He was already cold, but I tried to do what I could, right? So I understand, like, and it's a terrible, it's horrible. It's a long ordeal, stressful and heartbreaking, you know. And I didn't know the guy, and to be quite honest, that guy was a piece of crap. But but I still tried to help him. You know what I mean? I'm on the phone with 911 and I'm doing CPR, like, you know what I mean? Chest compressions.
Right.
I did what I could, but hey, I mean, but it's a terrible thing. You know,
Quinn, you did nothing wrong, Quinn. Nothing at all. So please don't apologize. I said when I put up my original video that this was an open panel. Anybody could be here. The only thing that I ask is that everyone be respectful. So you have nothing to apologize for. You wrote a beautiful poem about Cooper. So no, please, please, please do not apologize for that at all. I stepped away to get my charger. What did I miss exactly? Sounds pretty deep.
Well, did she miss how he died? I think she missed the most important part of this panel.
I did. I had heard that it was an overdose, but I didn't. I didn't hear that just now. I had heard that beforehand. I just wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, it was an overdose.
Yeah. I know how hard that is because our daughter didn't die of an overdose, but it was drug related, and she was an epileptic, and she had just given birth to twins, and the whole perfect storm, was just too much.
Heather's body was at the maximum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, we were actually surprised when the autopsy came back and it did not say overdose. I mean, because that's what we expected. So, I'd said to somebody the other day, addiction is no respecter of persons. It's color, financial status, whatever. Just like cancer, it touches every single family. And I've had people tell me, oh, I can't believe that y'all didn't save her. We didn't even know she was on drugs. I mean, she lived several hours away from us, and she hid it well. I mean, she hid it well. I've never done a drug of any kind. I've never even smoked pot.
Boring.
Yeah, boring. I've drank, a whole lot. And I used to love my Strawberry Hill wine, but I really didn't know the signs that now we can look back on that I probably, should have picked up on. So, it happens to everybody. Every family at some point in time, it does, you know. And I'm just so sorry that, that's what Thomas said when he was looking at the pictures of Cooper. He said, fucking drugs, they always take the good ones. And that's true. That's true.
Okay. Hey y'all, sorry, I was
that's
grabbing
it.
a charger. I'm trying to
Yes, Nicole.
figure out this situation with my phone.
Well, the one thing I have learned is if I go live from my laptop, if I step away or like go to another screen, it boots me out. So,
Is can somebody post the link again? I'm gonna log in on the laptop.
yeah, we can post it again.
And I really didn't need to excuse myself, Skewy. I was just trying to get this battery situated because my phone, even charging, has still gone down to 8%. I can't seem to get it to.
Well, StreamYard is a bitch with phones. It rips your battery.
Yeah, my
Zoom,
phone's overheating now as well. So.
Yeah, Zoom is much easier on phones.
Really?
Thank you for the.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess that's why my battery drains so quick on my iPad. It's just so much more convenient for me because I don't use my laptop really for anything other than Hangouts.
Mm.
So, I was just really pleased when it was, where we could, do it this way.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to get down, but I'll wait till Ian gets back so you're not up here alone. Because, it's always better in pairs.
Yeah, I was supposed to have help up here, but that didn't happen.
Oh.
That didn't happen.
No. It happens.
NNC says mental health and even prescription drugs kill too. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was very worried about my mom when she had to take such high-powered medication that, that could have been an issue. Thankfully, it never was. But yes, Jessica Jennifer, that is his cousin. Ian is. Well, I take those vacations every little bit, Skewy. I take those every little bit. I understand, Nicole. I absolutely understand.
Ski weed.
Oh.
Ooh, all right.
There you go.
Okay, now let me see here. How?
You sound fantastic.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, I was hooked up to my AirPods. So, shit. Here we go. Motherfucker.
There you go, folks.
Cajun Kevin, you are correct. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, it was too long. It was like a year. It's like, okay.
Nomadic says, I won't even take painkillers.
Ian, we had plans to go to the Rain Tree. I'm sure you know that restaurant over in San Marco here. It's pretty high end.
Actually, I don't think I've ever heard of that. I know Jason and I stopped by the Grape and Grain Exchange.
Okay.
My speakeasy bar right there in San Marco.
Okay, yeah. No, we had, and that was just between him and I. That was like plans, you know what I mean? We're supposed to do that. Okay. He wanted to go to the alligator farm. He's like, oh, I can get you discounts maybe at alligator farm. I'm like, well, I have the 2 little tickets. God. Yeah, and then Ripley's too.
Sissy 2448. It was not suicide. So let's kill that before it becomes an issue.
Thank you. I had wanted to say that.
Shut up, Skiwi. He didn't stand
last week because a lot of people had said that, and there's such a stigma that goes with that. I I wanted to say something, but didn't know if I should or not. So I'm glad you made that clear.
Yeah, no, it was not suicide. Not intentional. So that rule is non-suicide. It was homicide. It's still being investigated.
And that's tough because, we went through that too. And sometimes it takes a long time to get any answers.
Yeah. Y'all, I'm going to make another drink.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
I'm
I'll
just looking
step
at
on
the
her
comments to see
I'll
what it
step on her
is.
toes so she doesn't move. There. Well,
You
that's
made
why
us at
that
restaurant?
pinned comment is so relevant, Lindy.
I'm trying to find it so I can take it off.
Oh yeah, isn't it a bitch? Oh my god, I hate that.
I hit it by accident because I didn't realize it.
Well, it could be a manslaughter case if it's if it was bad drugs or something. That's what happened in my situation. I mean, it was stuff from online, and yeah.
Well,
I forget the name of it. I could find the name of it if anyone wanted to know what the stuff that I had to deal with, at least with overdose wise. It's like it's a real drug on Google, but the actual fake name they just switch. I think they switch a P with a Z, so instead of Zam, it's Pam. So that's how they get away, and then that's how they get away with these fake drugs. They put not for human consumption on it, so then they get away with it. So it's like until they get shut down and too many people die. It's the same thing as that spice stuff. That was legal, in gas stations at one point before it caught on. Authorities caught on and got rid of it, but
well,
a lot of places didn't.
Our daughter's boyfriend did not get charged with as strong as we wanted, but he is in prison because of it. So
Manslaughter?
no,
No.
he was just charged with providing the drugs, and he left her laying in the floor for several hours and didn't do anything, and her life could have been saved otherwise. So
no.
Come to find out his whole family's in prison for drugs, just about it.
No.
I've told it 1,000,001 times, and I'm going for 2,000,000. I just like for people to know that they're not alone in this situation, because it can feel very lonely, and it can feel very shameful. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. There's just not. No, they didn't put his whole family in prison, but they were running a whole drug ordeal. And actually, his brother and sister were already in prison before any of that happened.
I think Timmy's in love with you.
He knows that I don't take offense into anything he says.
I know.
Goldie says, my niece too, November 3rd. Little kids. Yeah, it's tough.
I still think he's in love with you.
It's my charming personality.
Timmy, have you been looking on eBay for that blow up doll from Dave? I think he took it down. I think he put it on Let Go. You can check over there, buddy.
See, Trisha G, you never know, and you just have so many questions that are left of, why? Just why?
Oh, nice tribe. Finger sandwiches and donuts. Oh.
I know, Jessica. Jennifer, it's so hard.
$5.
Cookies, were they cut in little triangles? Those are the best finger sandwiches.
Sorry, baby.
Now I think he's in love with you. He wants to know if that drunk horse is talking to him for.
I don't even drink beer hardly anymore. I love how people how genius people are.
By the way,
they take someone's
what is your name? So I can
YouTube name and apply it. Oh, so original. I love it. You got to step your game up, Timothy.
Hey, Bean Sprout, good to see you. Hey,
You're,
Brook
you're
Lily.
hitting that S level.
Dono, good to see you.
A
All
new
the
generation of boy.
Lindy, what is the name of the person that's on here with us?
Four, Four is what he goes by.
Oh.
4 score.
Okay. 4. Okay. Thank you. I asked him 6 times.
I don't think he heard you.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Hold on, I gotta get on my knees for a second.
Oh,
Now, if that's not
Not
an open comment there.
oh, I see what he's doing. He's plugging his phone in.
What is so bad in our area is heroin. It's like the leading cause of death between, high school age kids around here. Ooh, a cheese and onion roll. That sounds good.
What's
I didn't bring any to share.
people?
Heroin is
Heroin.
number one killer right now in our area.
We're having a huge problem in South Georgia and Northeast Florida on fentanyl laced drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and see, I'm from Georgia, but I'm from the other end. I'm in North Georgia. It's where I was born
Lindy's
and raised.
never smoked a cigarette, Ian.
No, I used to smoke. I used to smoke cigarettes when I'd go to the bar and stuff. And
When
I
you go to
smoked
the bar and
menthol.
stuff.
Yeah, I would smoke menthol, and people would be like, "Oh, can I bum a cigarette?" And then the minute they saw menthol, they were like, "No, thanks." And they only wanted the Marlboros. It's all whatever.
Marlboro Lights, baby.
Yep.
See, they don't do nothing. They never did nothing for me.
Who was going to tell me my hair was fucked up?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't notice. Vlogger wants to know why that horse is so triggered.
I'm
Or
not triggered. I
is
think
it
he's
trigger the
triggered.
horse?
I think he's triggered. Issues with fentanyl and marijuana. Yeah. Really? Oh,
Do
shit.
you, Mary?
I'm glad that I get from dispensaries. That's why the nice thing. It's controlled. Yeah.
Vlogger says your hair is perfect.
Damn
Minnie
right.
Cooper.
Well, don't try and flirt with me, Vlogger.
No. That shirt looks like it should be in Scarface, though. This is why I love it.
Well.
Hey, Leroy.
Hey, I love it. Listen, that's a compliment. Even if you're not partial to Scarface, which I think you are. Then,
Are they really, MB? She says that menthol cigarettes are banned there. Seems like I heard something about that not long ago.
No, they haven't been banned yet. What is she talking about?
Oh, she's in another country.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Midwestern Mary says they're banned in her area too.
Are
Hey,
they?
Shauna. Good to see you.
Well, they got fiberglass in it. I mean,
Shauna says, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Your cousin meant the world to us." Yes, he did.
Me too.
He did.
Me too.
I guess the reason that I smoked the menthol is the first time anybody ever gave me one. That's what it was, and that's just what I. That's what I would always get then.
the first cigarette I ever had.
My first cigarette, and it was a Marlboro Light. And
That's what happened. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's what I just stuck with.
Yeah.
Well, that is one thing that I'm proud of Boris about. He's not had a cigarette since February 13th. So he's done extremely well. Of course, he had been quit 3 years at one time and then picked him back up. But
you're so Southern, you can't help yourself.
hopefully he never does that again. Oh, they plan to ban menthol nationwide. Well, it's a good thing that I just never got addicted to them. I could just always take them and leave them. Hey, Diane, good to see you. I've thought about you a lot. And I still don't see her. I'm just going by what Hipster said.
Jesus.
Well, I saw her say, "Hey, Diane, good to see you." So I figured that she must have seen her.
Yeah, my first cigarette was when I was like 10. My mom, and I wasn't a smoker from then. I just tried it once and then didn't start until I was like 18 or something. But my dad, we were up at a camp. My dad had a Marlboro Light 100 on the back of a truck, and they went out hunting and left me and the kids there. And he thought he put it out, and I just smoked it. Then he shot a rattlesnake and all babies came out.
Trisha says my mom always smoked Cools. Mine did too. She quit smoking when I was 8. So I really don't remember her ever smoking, but that is what she had. I said, well, did you start smoking young? And she said, yeah. She said, my mom told me not to, but her sister was like 17 years older than her. And she said, my sister would just buy them and slip them into my bag so that I would have them. There it is, Simply Diane. See, I wasn't looking for the Simply. That's what it is. Hey, Coach,
Just a minute.
King of all things, good to see you.
Hey, Coates. Coates! Where's Gerald at?
I hadn't seen him in a few days.
I haven't seen. I thought he was dead. I haven't seen him in like forever. But I unsubbed because it was boring.
Thank you, Brooke Lily. Well, see, I'm a diehard loyalist, so even if I don't watch people, I still stay up to them. Hey, Scarlet Poppyfield, good to see you. Oh, Bean Sprout, my Girl Scout leader, and I didn't, at the time I didn't realize it, but when we would have to ride with her somewhere, she was one of those smokers that did not put her cigarette out until she had the other one lit that was going into her mouth. I mean,
hell no, I could never.
Yes,
that's gross.
And
gross
So let me ask you guys a couple questions, if I can.
yeah, go ahead. I didn't want to pry or anything, so you tell us whatever you want to tell.
Well, I'm open to questions, but my questions are related to YouTube. So, how do I connect with you guys again if I wanted to?
Well, we can. I think Hangouts would be easiest. You probably do have Hangouts because I know Lindy just realized Hangouts you can still text people.
Yeah, because see, we used to could go through Hangouts. It was called Google Hangouts, and that's what you would run your Hangouts through. And then they got rid of that, and I thought that meant that I thought they got rid of everything, which was my silly mistake. They did not. Hey, Kathy Rebuilds, good to see you. It's nice that a lot of people that we haven't seen in a while popping in, or at least that I haven't seen in a while. Skiwee says boot the horse off panel.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
We're not booting anybody off.
I'm doing good.
Okay, so because I'd like to do this again and just casually chat because in the next few minutes, probably in the next 15 minutes or so, I am going to have to dip out. They need me down at the bar, so.
Ooh.
Well, I will send you some links. I'll text them to you. Just about every single night, G Mangos has a panel going. If you wanted to talk in the side chat, be on panel, if it's something that you want to start doing of your own. I don't necessarily, there's Sailor, a little girlfriend. I don't necessarily have mine on a schedule, that I do things. I used to, but my husband's retired now, and that's just not something that, I just don't do that, a whole lot. So,
well, okay. Well, maybe we should plan another, if we do plan a week in advance or something, we can plan everybody, at least.
Yeah, that would be great.
For sure.
I mean,
I just hate to cut it short, and I may be back, and you guys may still be on here. I don't know how late you guys go. So,
well, we really just we don't have a time frame. We really don't. I really didn't know what to expect tonight because, like I said at the beginning, a lot of people don't even like the thought of death, and they don't want to talk about it. Don't want to, say anything. I don't know that. Chick Eastwater says, "What is his channel name?"
I don't have a channel. I've never hosted a hangout or anything of the sort. So I don't have a channel. I mean, I have a YouTube account, but there are no videos on it or anything.
Right.
Of that such. So,
what's your channel name?
It should just be Ian Cooper. I don't know. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll tell you.
If you could copy the link maybe and put it in chat, that'd be awesome.
Well, if you type inside chat, then everybody
I
can sub you that way.
I have one
No,
subscriber.
they can't either. Never way. No, they
What are
can't
you
either.
talking? Come on, Lindy.
I
Come up the present
forget.
time, Lindy.
I forget.
I have one subscriber. I can't even see who it is.
Okay, we'll find it. We'll get it posted somehow.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I'll, even if I have to do like a little short video and put it up there.
Yeah, or even afterwards, you can put it in the link.
Yeah.
It just says Ian Cooper. I don't. That's
Yeah.
all.
No, we'll find it. We have good people.
And we just have goofy people like me.
Look, Lindy's searching for it.
Cooper he was born in Huntington Beach, California, and he lived the rest of his life in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, somebody's seen my Vestal Good Woman.
Yes, was that not wonderful?
Yeah, well,
Did he fix you up or did you fix yourself up?
no, he did that. I did my hair. No one does my hair but me.
Mm-hmm.
But he did the makeup.
Well, he could do makeup well. Heck, he could have done mine for me. He did so well.
Oh yeah. But Lindy, what do you look like? Is that you in your picture?
Yes, that's me.
Is that
Very
you 30
pale.
years ago, or is that you?
No, that's me now. Actually, that
Oh.
was 2 years ago, I think. 2 years
Okay.
ago, yeah. 30 years ago, I actually probably wouldn't post a picture from 30 years ago because I looked a whole lot different when I was 30 years old. Beansprout says, "Good night, everyone. This was a great memorial for Cooper.
Yeah.
Go watch Cooper for his singing when you all feel down." That's very true. It is very true, Beansprout. Nicole says, "Ian, thank you for coming on tonight. It's 2:48 a.m. here." She's in the UK. I think I said that. But I appreciate you being here. I can't speak for others, but my heart is broken over Cooper. My thoughts and prayers go to your family.
Kiwi, what questions are you referring to? I'm sorry. Skiwi said, "Ian, don't ask questions like that." I wonder which one got him.
Just lurking to the rescue. This is Ian's channel right here.
Yep.
She always gets things done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's open this here.
Let's see how many subs. You got 8 subs now, Ian. Let's see how much we can get going on.
Now, how do I see who subscribed to me now?
Sometimes you get an email notification or a YouTube notification. Most times you don't. In the beginning you do, but over time you'll start to. You can't. They won't send them all to you. So.
Okay.
Well, you can
go
also
into your studio, but
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was going to
sorry.
say.
yeah, you can go to your studio. Let's take a look. I'm going to give you the up to date 38 subs.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Let's see, 40 subs. I'm going to give you the ticker.
Well, I'm gonna have to just take over YouTube, I think.
He's going to become the king of YouTube. Smurf says, "Thanks for having me. Sending condolences." Yeah, good to see you, Smurf.
Oh, Lindy said the king. She meant queen. Okay.
Well, I'm the queen.
Bitch, please.
Somebody will clip that and say, "See, she said she was the queen." You can be the queen, definitely. Tribe has like a open side chat that's running all the time. That's a good place to go. He's saying, "Come by, keep in touch."
Okay, let me run over to. How do I get to
55 subs.
a tribe called cookies4.com? How the fuck am I gonna get that in this? All right.
Hey, Green Giant's here.
Yep, I
thanks
think
for
she's
that.
been. I think she's been mostly listening.
And if we can help you like get things set up if you have trouble
Yeah.
going. It's
Somebody
not hard to
post-
go live, so
Post Tribe's channel in this chat so I can go on and subscribe quickly.
God, now he's getting all bossy like Cooper, isn't he?
Well,
just lurking. Can you do that, please?
think-
It's almost
I think-
impossible for me
I
to.
think Tribe did it.
Oh, okay, good.
me
It's
too,
just
Charlie.
I'm never coming live again on my iPad. Not gonna do it.
Girl, I can't take her accent. I love it.
I'll give you my tough look.
I am never going live again on my iPad.
I was 16 in that picture. 18. I don't know. I was definitely having sex.
Wow. A young 4. Isn't
Yeah.
that cute?
I can still pull that look off right now. I just got to cut my hair. But my hair's like a foot long, so I can't get
60
rid of it.
subscribers, y'all. You're not going to love me as much as you think you do.
Oh, wait a minute.
You don't know that.
Somebody said I was buffering. Is it still buffering?
That's what I look like with short hair. No, you're not buffering.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
Must have been maybe
Nurse
on the ring
Ratchet.
or something.
Ian, don't go there. You're too good for all this. Save yourself.
Well, it's too late. I mean, it's always been said, once you enter boy, there's no leaving. I mean, we got you. There's no leaving.
That's what happens.
Falling Star Tonight. Who is that?
I didn't see that one. I appreciate you all being here. I know that I've missed some of the comments going
You
by.
all want me to? You all want me to keep my long hair now, or should I cut it?
Well, how do you like it best?
I don't know. When it's wet, it's pretty fucking cool, man. I can headbang. I look like a movie star coming out of the water with water glistening off my nipples.
Why was Nurse Ratchet timed out?
I don't know.
She probably said something nasty. Is why somebody timed her out. Well, with it longer, does it get as wild as it did when it was shorter?
No, I mean, it's normal when it's shorter. It just I have, I mean, I don't know. This is a new experience for me, Lindy. I've never had hair. Each day I wake up, my hair is longer, obviously. So I got to get it cut I have too many split ends. Okay.
Well,
I'm washing it 4 times a week.
I have really thick hair. So like the longer mine gets, the less curl I have. I have natural curl, but the longer mine gets, I lose the curl because of the weight of it. That's why I was wondering. Oh, Tribe said that she is a troll with like 58 troll accounts. So
yeah,
that's probably why.
I thanked her for that info.
And now, just so you know, if you proceed with, you got to have thick skin because I mean, you're gonna be called everything and the brother coming and going. But I think you can handle that.
Yeah.
I think that that can be handled.
Everybody thought Cooper was so vicious when he wanted to be. He had nothing on me, trust me.
What did you say for?
No, nothing. I was talking to chat, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Did Cooper ever tell you guys when we would fight? Did he ever tell you about that?
No, not really. He kept his private, he kept that stuff private. He didn't really go in the,
Oh, thank you, Skiwee. I'll take advantage of my 4-week intro period, and then I'll just roll right up out of there.
That's right. Vlogger named you. He says, remember, I'm the guy that called him Mini Cooper, the next superstar on YouTube, queen of the bottom of YouTube. That's right.
There you go. Title and all. But no, Cooper and I, oh my God, we would fight. And, he was vicious. He could be vicious. And between the two.
What was your age difference?
Oh, God. Well, I'm 23. Cooper was 42. So 20 years.
Okay. I thought that there must have been, quite an age difference.
But good Lord, one time he was on live with you guys and he picked up his laptop and threw it right across the room.
Oh, shit. Really? Damn.
And I said, listen here, motherfucker. Throw your fucking laptop, bitch.
66 subscribers.
Lindy, please read Ian my comment at 9:52 p.m. Thank you. That was NNC. Can we find that comment?
Let me go back here and see.
I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to it.
Ian, thank you very much. You give us a little of Cooper. Can't wait for you to start going live. Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Heart flower.
We'll see. I don't know. It's very tempting. You guys seem really, really fun. And yes, hipster, I am way more mature than 20.
Skiwee, shut up.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. That you were.
Skiwee.
Skiwee's great. He's old OG troll, but he's very respected.
Skiwee, Carlos, and Tribe. Even though I don't consider
Yeah,
Tribe to
At
be
the
like that?
time that I was on the chats with Cooper, yeah, I was much young. I was 19, 20. I don't know who Weirdo is, but somebody block him out of this chat.
Yeah, Vlogger's right. I'm really just a bore. I suck at parties. I just everybody leaves when I show up. Hipsters and Skiwi's being good tonight. Let's give him props. Skiwi is
I know. He's
honestly
great.
is one of the funniest down here. I think Falling Star. I think somebody said that Greg knew. I'd have to go back and look. I know that we were talking about most everybody that was mentioned knew, but I appreciate you doing that. Awesome Hooker should be here. I'm sure she must have known because Shauna was in here, Shauna Males, and she's her best friend. So I'm sure she probably knew. She might even be listening. And I meant what I said. Everybody's welcome. I certainly have nothing against Awesome Hooker. Excuse me. Joe King says, I told Cooper he looks like he combs his hair with a balloon. Looks like it runs in the family.
What the fuck does that mean?
He's going to get defensive. You have to take Joe King. He's just funny. That's all. I mean, he's not meaning anything. Ian, the diaper fetish refers to a scumbag on here who wears diapers. Yeah, the Elvis Travels. He does.
Oh, I don't think Cooper liked him very much.
No.
No.
Yeah, so we'll just keep that as far as we'll just keep that status.
Well, Nurse Ratched, if we're so horrible, why are you here?
Girl, go ahead. I was about to ask the same thing.
I mean,
girl, they're coming to get us.
I've been called a lot of things, but I've never been called a cult leader.
It seems like Ian has some at least thick enough skin to roll around here. He seems like he just goes at things right at face value. So
hey, Ginny Gin. Yeah, it is.
Older Tribe is just taking Nurse Ratched right the fuck out.
I didn't see what they said. So.
300 seconds. 300 seconds. 300 seconds. This is funny shit.
Son of a blister.
Okay. Give me just a second. All right, y'all. I have to jump off and get ready to run. But okay. Lindy, we'll talk soon, and we'll get on another chat. And
absolutely, thank you for being here.
If you can reach out to me, I can email, text, or whatever. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. YouTube is kind of iffy right now.
Absolutely,
absolutely. And running, we'll go from there. But email me or get with Lindy, and she can get you my phone number. Lindy, if you want to give it to him, that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and thank you so much for being here, and your whole family is in our thoughts and prayers.
Thank you. And thank you, Lindy, for hosting this.
Absolutely. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'll get you all that information I need to get it to Nicole as well.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Take care of you. All right.
He's a very, very nice young man. He's definitely king of all things. How did you lose your wrench?
I don't know. Uh-oh.
I wish they had never changed that, to where you don't know who's who now. Mm-hmm. That bugs me.
Well, that's all that's a channel for channels, ironically.
Skewy says,
sub for sub.
Fourscore wants Ian to take you to that imaginary restaurant Cooper spoke of.
It's a real restaurant. No, trust me. If he was here, he's laughing right now. He's saying, dude, I wish I could tell him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard to look up.
Cooper, he loved people big, but he also, I don't want to say this and it be taken the wrong way because it may not have been in every area, but he didn't have, the great confidence that everybody thought he did. Because I mean, one of the first things I first thought when I saw him on Rosie's is, okay, this is a good looking guy, gay, straight, whatever. Why is he sitting home on, every Saturday night being on Rosie's? And then he took over, joking. Yeah, let me say that's what I've heard as well. Then when he took over doing his own thing, and he, we were talking one night late into the night, and he said, I haven't dated anybody in a really, really long time. And he showed me a picture of a guy, and he said, what do you think? And he was like Cooper, well dressed, you would look at him and say, oh, this is that looks like me in the mornings. That cat does. And I'm just going to say it. The boyfriend, hey, Irene, I meant to say hello to you. It's kind of hard for me to watch both side chats right now. Yeah, MB, she said, true, I've talked to him a lot. He had his demons. That the boyfriend, that's Justin, was the polar opposite of Cooper in every way imaginable. Every way imaginable. Joe King, I don't know if Ian said this, but I did know that he wasn't allowed at the funeral. The boyfriend wasn't. So, you can read into that what you will. It sounds like that Ian is wanting to be.
I don't think you were here. No, he pretty much blamed. They pretty much blame him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think you were away. I don't think.
Yeah, I went to get my charger, and I think I missed that. But yeah, I knew. Okay, I knew that. That's what had happened, but I didn't really want to be the one to say it. Not knowing how they would feel about it. But I also did know that. I'm getting an emergency message here. I did know that a lot of people were suicide. I know that was announced on G's the other night, I was told. And there's so much stigma with that. I didn't want it to be what they thought. So
we shut that down. We shut that down. We were like, we don't know what happened, so let's not talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was pretty much, we moved on from it. But what the hell is Thomas watching? Is he watching more war movies again? Loud as hell in there. It's not actually too loud. I'm just trolling.
It is, because it was bugging me. Hey, babe, can you turn that down a little?
I'm kidding.
I said, because when I went live, I said, can you make sure you don't have the TV loud? He swears that he doesn't have a hearing problem, but I think that he does after all those years in the military. Yeah.
Well, I'm out of here. Is Dave the Fisherman dead? I don't know. I'll let Lindy answer that. Thanks for having me up, Lindy. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for being here. You helped me out for.
Yeah, I just wanted to show my favorite video, and then I ended up here the whole time. So,
well, I appreciate it, because I was supposed to have help, and it gets crazy like that.
Oh yeah.
Just lurking. I will handle that. Just as soon as I get off here. Let's see what else I missed. Nicole says, thank you for this stream. I appreciate it. Exactly, Nicole. I feel the same way. I feel the exact same way. I had not, I didn't know until actually I'd already gone live that Ian was actually going to be available tonight. I had spoken to him, and, very glad that he did show up. Glad to have him anytime. And Nicole, I'll get you, that information, you and for as well. But we've been here for a couple of hours now, so I am going to shut it down here. But I appreciate all of you being here. I appreciate, at least I think everybody was respectful and kind to each other, because I had said it was an open panel, everyone welcome. And I'm leaving it that way. Everybody's welcome until you say something to insult somebody. You say anything you want to insult me about. It doesn't matter. I just don't want to see, the people I care about be insulted. So, but you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Please continue to keep the Cooper family in your prayers, because it's going to be tough to walk through. It will. It's going to take a lot of time, and nobody can take that pain for them. It's something that they can only do for themselves. So, but I appreciate you all. Love to you all. And we will talk again soon. Bye now.